Welcome back, Paladins. We are back to The Outer Worlds 2. And we go from that kind of music to this. So that's just how we roll. Alright. Turn that up so I can hear it some. Moonman says, went with the normal difficulty, huh? That'd be my pick for a first playthrough. Nice to see someone with some sense around here for once. Now, what do you want to do? I want to continue where I left off. How's everybody's Wednesday going? How's their hump day? Finally got some work stuff taken care of that's been pending for a few days. Oh, that's right. Okay. So, started back here because I died. And then got brought back. Well, got lost in a stasis pod. Crafting. Thank you. I think I can figure it out. I do not have the materials to make any of that. Alright, that's probably another workbench that'll show up. 11 lockpicks to unlock this thing in my own ship. Escape pods. I think I've spent enough time in escape pods. Don't remember why X is crouch, but I'm sure there's a reason. This is my old ship. Welcome, Commander. Incognito correspondence. Reminder, please allow 3 to 18 business months for responses from Earth Directorate. Mission failure. Maintain your cover and continue observation of Arcadia colony until further orders. Arcadia report. Okay, is it just me, or does that, like, fade into focus? Confirming receipt of last report. Your additional inquiry into extraction has also been received. Unfortunately, extraction is not possible at this time. Please allow 6 to 12 months to lapse before submitting another request. Regarding extraction request, the Earth Directorate recognizes your contributions over the past 6+ years, but it is of the utmost importance that you continue your observation of the colony. Extraction request denied. Okay. The Incognito. Yeah, that like fades in. That's really weird. Why does it do that? That is so weird. It's messing with my head, man. Hmm. Apparently I'm not the commander anymore. Alright, let's see what we got.
All these years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing her whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. and not human stew.
This is definitely the better outcome,
When
I
I
agree.
first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander, just as soon as I was able.
Whatever's done is done. We should focus on what comes next.
So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries's survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her.
Fine by me. I've got a bullet I'm saving just for her.
Acts of unprovoked violence are not sanctioned by the Earth Directorate except on occasions of premeditative self-defense.
Oh, this is premeditative self-defense. How about on occasions of stopping a maniac from destroying an entire system?
Searching. Mission parameters not found. Please contact the Earth Directorate for updated orders.
Can't, Val. You know that. She's going to ground now. But as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island. She'd have followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts.
Sounds like you've already done some legwork. Good job, Agent.
Thank you, Commander. Means a lot coming from you. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than assaulting her Protectorate communications hub.
And on Paradise Island. All right. Eden, huh? This is a little bit of a darker story than the first one.
Ready to disembark, Commander. Say the word.
Yeah, all right.
The records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander.
These muscles aren't just for show, you know. Brute meat force.
To preserve the integrity of the contents, brute force is inadvisable. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander.
Why didn't you say that in the first place? If you have a key already, why not unlock it yourself?
Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is currently forbidden from unlocking containers, safes, and bathrooms in use.
And bathrooms.
Scans also indicate an Auntie's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander.
Oh my. I'm concerned you think I'd need a gadget like that.
An Earth Directorate agent prepares for all eventualities, including but not limited to unpremeditated murder. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie.
Any idea where I can find more of these special keys?
Agent Ibarra theorizes that some keys may be obtainable from vendors, but the majority are likely scattered around the colony.
Interesting.
Be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience.
Ew.
Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer.
Yeah. Gadgets? Where's my gadgets? Baton, rifle, pistol, helmet. What is this one? Plus 40% energy recharge rate versus plus 5 base health. There. Q to activate gadget. What is that? Grenade. Grenade. Trauma kit. Where's my gadgets? Security lockbox sent to your ship and maybe unlocked. That's healing. That's the dematerializer. Okay.
The dispenser is now functioning normally. Your ability to conceal homicide.
I need 4 keys for that one. Good
Has
grief.
also been increased by 85.9%.
Yes. Whoops. Did I take them or not? I don't know if I took them. Oh, good. All right. Where's my pistol? Wait. Why can't I switch to my pistol? 1 and 2. There we go. All right. Does that look... That looks quirky. Hang on. Sync. Performance. Motion blur to 0. Gamma. You low, huh? Doesn't have a very high opinion of my system, does it? See if that works any better now. That looks weird. Whoa. That looks like garbage, actually. Hang on.
to be the Vox relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on site.
And that's why we're headed to Fairfield first. Less chance of us getting shot while picking up the Breeze Trail.
Yeah, it's looking like caca. What the hell happened? It looked better before. It was just running funny. Take that back down to 60. Here, let's not explain what this thing actually is. Let's just say that it does a thing. Okay, that cleaned it up a little bit. Oh, come on. What's up the elevator? To all subjects of the Protectorate, subject invasion of cutthroat corporatus. Blah, blah, blah. The Order of the Ascendant has declared themselves enemies of the Protectorate. All right, let's go to town.
At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
Seriously, dude?
Give the order and I'll take care of it, Commander.
Okay, stop with this shit. Where's this cloud? I'm not... I didn't even walk into one. There's a lot of death and destruction over here. Oh, we're back where we started. How did that happen? So hopefully this game is the same. In the first game, I kept running off and exploring all these other little side paths and everything. And then I would find things, and then I'd have to go back there and do it again because the quests take you there anyway. So I'm just going to follow where it wants me to go, at least for now.
Company. Must be
Oh there, go-getter.
nature made apples.
Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a Yeseng protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all.
I'm an agent of the Earth Directorate. You've heard of us, I take it.
Earth Directorate, huh? Like, from the serials? Thought Arcadia was outside your jurisdiction. Any folk native to this place sure wouldn't have ever heard of you. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way.
Mind giving me the pitch on what Auntie's Choice is?
What? Been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course.
You seem kind of consternated. Something on your mind?
Got a convoy overdue back from the landing pad. Admit I'm a bit worried.
I encountered hostile drones by the remains of a destroyed convoy.
Something tells me you ran into the reason they ain't been back. See any sign of them?
Unfortunately, yes. Found this on one of their bodies.
Damnation. I know that toss ball. Belonged to a friend on that detail. Keepsake, I guess. Thanks. That'll mean a lot to his family. They can use it to pay his gravesite fees. Fool never bothered keeping up on the payments. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them. There's a bounty for it.
Ooh. How might someone accept said bounty?
Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it.
Looking for a trader who goes by DeVries. Any idea where I might find her?
As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else?
Good day, then.
Again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Hostilities are at a standstill. I aim to keep them standing still.
Boy, the music is popping off in here.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero competition and plenty to drive people to drink.
Oh, we heard something mentioned on the radio. That's funny. It shows up in our...
One of my copious direct reports. Rest assured, I'm making adequate progress in my manual labors.
From bandages and salves to weapons and ammunition.
You'll be stealing if you take it.
Welcome to the Name Pending Saloon, purveyor of
Name
spirits
Pending
and
Saloon.
stimuli. What'll it be, stranger?
Name Pending Saloon? You haven't named this place yet?
That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders?
Sure, what have you got so far?
At present, my top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-Minded, 4. The Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here?
The Fair Shake.
Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan.
I suppose point 18 is in your plan is picking a name and 19 is devising a better greeting?
Wait, have you already read it? Did you sneak in here whilst I was on break and peruse it in its entirety?
Just a guess.
Well, you must be some kind of intuitive business genius then. Hope you're not staying in town long. Don't need the competition. Anyhow,
I'm looking for information. Have any?
why sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between the Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Antes employees carping about work and the war. Any particular topic you have in mind?
What's with Auntie's Choice? I thought Auntie Cleo's and Spacer's Choice were separate.
You're asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like an in-depth accounting of the various parties who vied for control and who won out in the end? They merged. Rebranded. Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue.
Who's in charge up at Vox Relay?
Vox Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions.
What can you tell me about the people who are running this town?
Oh, Minister Milver Street's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. 2 traits Auntie's Choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption.
Know anything about the path up north? Anything worth steering clear of?
Tell you one thing you can't avoid, the bridge. No other way around it, and at present, it's held by Protectorate forces.
we have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward Operating Base, they call it.
That's all I need to know. Thanks.
My pleasure. Got anything for me in return?
I was frozen in space for the last 9 years after raiding a secret protectorate base.
Apologies, but tall tales and poorly formed fabrications failed to impress me much. Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur.
On second thought, let's pick this back up later.
All right. Appreciate you dropping by.
Only find a way to get ahead, and this happens.
What happens?
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers?
I usually dabble in matters of life and death. Nothing as serious as high finance.
In Auntie's choice, high finance is life and death, friend. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out.
And just what do you need help with?
It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield? The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency, so they can strike.
I actually do a pretty convincing impression of a Raptidon mating call. Want to hear?
Not particularly. Already have plenty of nightmares about them critters. Just thinking about them scrambles my gray matter. I can't imagine setting foot in Spire Grove, even though it might mean losing a chance to acquire the prize of a lifetime. You see, my partner there unearthed an unexploited protectorate technology. Wouldn't go into details, but promised it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's Choice citizens.
So what's in it for him?
Typical research type, focused on all the wrong things. Not particularly motivated by competition or social advancement. Strange bird. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire tossball card collection for schematics or a prototype. Said sure. Complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine. Got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it.
You're in quite a bind. We could probably work out some solution.
Opportunistically leveraging difficult predicaments. That's the Auntie's Choice way. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later.
Well, okay then.
Splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here, near a mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics.
You've been a bit light on details about what these schematics are for.
Truth is, haven't the slightest. You know the Protectorate have all the most advanced technology, though. Probably something straight out of an Aetherwave serial. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter translocation. It could be anything. If Jackson's all fired up about it, it'll be beyond comprehension, I'm sure.
Where's Spires Grove?
Broke down
Exactly?
funicular is due west of here. Dexterous looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarp her up it in a jiffy. From there, it's just up the hill a smidge. So close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow.
Consider it done. I'll be on my way.
All right then. Don't let me keep you.
This stuff? They must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor, probably some ammunition.
You're thinking too small, Murph. I'd put money on the Protectorate stashing treasure inside. A whole pool of bits enough to swim in.
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And certainly not some kind of gold-filled swimming hole.
These line reads sound like AI.
Never had an original thought wasn't written down for them first. Like I told you before, it's probably just guns. I'd guess you're one such person. And a wrong one, as we've learned in dealing with this malicious contraption of a door.
We've tried everything short of skipping a ship through that door to get inside. Though, come to think of it, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Don't encourage him.
Fine. Skip drives out. Say, maybe we could commandeer one of them tractors out in the field instead. Oh, bet that could plow through the door.
Why is it so important that you get into the armory anyway?
In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war, and hard to say whether we're winning or not. Better question is why no one else is treating this like a top priority.
You mean Auntie's Choice didn't put their 2 best troopers on this job? I'm shocked.
Part of being a good soldier is knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. For example, I'm good at shooting wisecracking stooges in the face. Wanna see?
Good one. I'll have to use that later.
Tell him about the bridge, Murph. That'll give perspective.
In any siege, advantage goes to the defenders. Right now, the Protectorate still has control of the bridge to the Vox station. That station is the key to taking Paradise Island. When Officer Carr ever gets the go-ahead, we need to be ready.
What's preventing Carr from taking action?
Why do you want to know? What are you, some kind of spy?
Back down, Trooper. I'm sure our friend here is just curious. Still haven't gotten orders to, I suppose. Only person besides Carr who might know more is Commander Torres out at the forward operating base.
At least it seems like you're winning hearts and minds.
Right. With all our new trainees, we've got the numbers. But bodies won't mean diddly without the weapons and equipment, hopefully inside that armory.
If there are any weapons at all, I still say it's treasure. This is Eden after all.
You've made your case, Kemp. I'm more interested in hearing the opinion of our new friend here. What do you suppose is in there?
Nothing. I bet it's empty and you're both wasting your time.
Well, don't sound so excited about it.
I don't see it mattering much either way. That door is sealed tighter than a salt tuna can. Nobody's getting through anytime soon.
Good luck with that.
Guess we gotta start afresh. Can we untable that tractor meets door idea now?
Couldn't get through it anyway. Let's see. Why is... What the hell?
Have you two come to mock me like your fellow dullards? Perhaps if you rub together your only 2 brain cells, you might even come up with something approaching cutting. No. Wait. Not some corporate simpleton, are you? On the contrary, you have the manner of an officer about you. Someone who understands the substantive weight of command.
And who exactly are you?
Please, allow me to start over. I am Warden Sterling, dedicated servant of the Protector of Arcadia and caretaker of worlds, the Sovereign Henry Varick.
If you're a warden, shouldn't you be guarding the cell from outside of it?
I'm not that kind of warden. It's a title of distinction for those who serve in the Protectorate military, short for Warden of the Realm.
I don't give my name out to prisoners, but it's nice to meet you, Warden.
Manners. How refreshing.
You wouldn't happen to know of a way to get into the armory, would you?
And if I did?
I wouldn't mind a hint.
So you would. But I am of 2 minds on the matter of providing one. You may hold no allegiance to Auntie's choice, but you are not Protectorate either. I think it best we end our conclave here. Be on your way before you draw attention to either of us.
Oh, fine. Let's see. The armory is on that wall. Can we go around?
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it.
A lick of gumption, huh? What am I stuck on? Good grief.
Boy, take this terminal and trash it. That's it. I need a smoke. You're about to blast me about fixing that void-forsaken terminal. It'll have to wait. I'm entitled to a break like anyone else. It's in my contract. I triple-checked.
Well, that's a totally normal and not at all defensive response to a stranger's hello.
Sorry, I've had an accusation of laziness laid at my feet a time or 2, and I'm not looking to score more. Not with the amount of eyes on me right now. I'm no loafer, mind you. Just happens I like to work in measurable gains, rather than busying myself for the sake of it.
What do you do around here when you're not on break?
I'm a technician. Been getting pressure from folks up top to deploy these Protectorate drones to the military camp on behalf of Auntie's choice. The drones are ready to launch. All that he's doing is fixing their targeting priorities so they mark us as friendlies. But I can't breach the terminal's security protocols.
I was attacked by drones near Fairfield. Are you sure you even wanted to redeploy these?
Drones are only as dangerous as their programming. But it's a moot point anyway. These ones ain't gonna shift on their own anytime soon. And that there's the problem. I know it probably seems like we're up to our ducks in troops, but half of them are ex-Protectorate trainees who can't tell the business end of a rifle. We need these drones.
If the stakes are so high, why aren't you at the terminal right now?
Been key mashing all day. Surprised my fingers ain't stumps at this point.
Yeah.
If it's as simple as putting in the time, that'd be one thing. But it's a bit thornier than that. These Protectorate systems aren't like ours back home. Trip the wrong switch and you get locked out. Have to start all over. Ask me how I know.
You're never going to fix the terminal with that kind of defeatist attitude.
Ain't defeatist. That's just facts. No point angering yourself over it. Sometimes you gotta get away from the problem in order to solve the problem. That's what I'm doing. I hope.
Hope. Is there anyone with more experience that can help you?
Guessing that means you're flat out of ideas? Figures. Not that I need the help of some protectorate townie, understand, but I might have heard my predecessor was odd-jobbing it around town these days. Magnus, I think his name was. Bet a fellow drone operator like him would have some insight into all this perplexity.
I noticed a baton locked in one of the cases. Just so you know, if I help, I'm taking it.
What? Oh, yeah. Must have gotten jammed in there prior to the liberation. Truth be told, I'd forgotten about it. What with all the trouble this terminal's been giving me. If I can get these drones launched, you're welcome to help yourself to it.
If any solutions come to mind, I'll let you know. Do I have any points? Nope. Reputation with Auntie's choice is unknown. Unknown and unknown. Perilous journey to the grove, diabolical drones of doom. Let's do drones of doom. Well, that was weird.
Protectorate folks must have been bored out of their skulls before we showed up. Now life in Fairfield's a real shindig. Well, except for the handful of hullheads who couldn't accept this place is under new management. We sure fixed them. Boy, damn right we did. This place really sticks with you. The mud, in particular.
Okay. Wait, how do I get... Auntie knows best. Mother knows best.
Might I have a word, Commander? I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. A doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-Protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. Not sure he'd still consider me such, but it's part and parcel of the reason I want to see him. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting Protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. Wasn't like I didn't want to take things farther. Hit the Protectorate weird hurt. But I still had my cover to think of too. I couldn't risk disrupting the mission. the more reason the Earth Directorate needed someone in the system keeping an eye on things. Luckily, Val and I survived. I'd feel better about that commendation if things hadn't turned out as they did. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Guess some of what you said way back when stuck. All that talk about putting people first. Figured that's what I was doing, putting a stop to all the pain I was causing. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him. Teresa. If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be in the ground. It's a debt I never properly repaid. Plus, I don't relish his last memory of me being a vanishing act. I owe him better. And since finding you, well, a lot feels possible now that didn't before. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
After we kill the drones. Thick grass hides you from hostiles in the area, making them unable to see you from a distance. Use it to sneak by safely or get the drop on them.
Hit what in the where now? No target.
Hilarious.
Nobody around.
That's because I keep pushing the wrong button. Shut up.
Whoa, Val. Watch where you're pointing that shooter of yours. You've been pitching a little...
The fastball incident of 97. Automax are not permitted to participate in tossball games, leagues, or tournaments.
I mean, your aim's been off. Wouldn't want me or the good commander here catching any strays.
When attempting to capture a stray animal, approach slowly and quietly. If the animal senses danger, it may grow aggressive.
Know what? Did I said anything?
Made this whole thing about hiding in tall grass, and then there's nothing there. They're up there, aren't they?
Nothing there.
There's no dodge, is there? Did we finish it? No.
Engaging combat protocols.
Good grief. Hit the thing.
Got a distraction for you. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Pharmaceutics.
Where's this other one? Okay. Shock rod. We established a temporary base of operations as close to Fairfield as we deemed possible without risking detection. We then began directing small clusters of drones to harass the enemy at random intervals. None of these could be considered major incursions, but we unquestionably garnered the ire of Auntie's choice forces there. Note, mind that you can handle them with great care as they've been tuned for heightened hostility in accordance with their current task. An unintentional drop or fast movement could set them off. Lovely. So they made murder bots that will literally kill anything that moves, including their own people. Return to bounty terminal. Okay. Oh. That would have disabled the drones. Can I fast travel? Hey, I can. Landing pad. Fairfield. Fast travel. Wow, drops you off way out here.
Can't believe some of those Protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of...
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk?
Ta-da! Advanced decryption key. Skill points. see. There was a thing and another thing and some stuff. What was it? That was required that I couldn't do. Hack. Guns and hack. 5. Okay. Journal. You're completed. Perilous Journey to the Grove. Let's do that one.
That guard wasn't being around about the giant hologram of town. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
It's jammed. Engineering. Disabled. What's the long way around? Must be this way. The map doesn't seem to show much. Dearest friends and esteemed companions, as of late it has come to my attention that I actually don't enjoy the act nor the daily drudgery of farming. I have buckered off. I'm gonna climb up here. That would be a no. Let's see. This is where we're trying to go. There's that. Okay. There was a path over here. By the landing pad.
Sequencing attack strategy.
Finger's still tired.
Not ready. Please try again later.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Emergency protocol surrender.
Combat! Over here! Three hole in the head!
Whoa! Big boys. I am almost out of that ammo. This is going to be fun.
front.
How am I doing more damage with my pistol than I was with my rifle? That's just ridiculous. That is redonkulous. This pistol should not be doing more damage than that rifle.
If I subjected it to a large amount of end
Oh,
rays,
shit.
then hit it with the hammer. Oh, hello there. Welcome to my little slice of paradise in paradise. I didn't hear you come in. I'm focused something fierce on my current project, you see.
So focused you didn't see your house is surrounded by crabbles?
It is? Fascinating. Did you see any unusual behavior? Any changes in Crabble familial dynamics? Or the emergence of any new evolutionary traits?
No. Hard for dead crabbles to do either.
All the way dead? Or just a mite dead?
I was pretty thorough.
Dang. Well, I reckon I can still do some research on their bodies. Here, for the research opportunity you've provided. And your trouble getting here.
Okay. How the heck do I get up there? Son of a gun. Is it over there? Is there a cave behind this? Nope. Oh, for crying out loud, people. See, now I bet there is a quest that takes me up to talk to that guy eventually. And I will have already done it. Or done the thing to do it around it, anyway. Come on. It's pretty. Or what ails you? You said we could get up here, but we need like 3 levels of engineering just to deal with this thing. Which we don't have, and it'll take forever to get. Engineering 3. Engineering hat. That did not give me engineering, did it? That'd be pretty funny, actually, if it did. Plus 10 to base health. I think it should give me engineering. Plus 10 to base health. We'll take the base health. Long way around. Where is it? Jump up over here? Nope. So there was still some more path on the other side of where the drones were over here. Might be where we need to go.
Oh, what's this? Non-protectorate personnel just sauntering up onto my porch, free as they please. Admit I'm accustomed to a higher standard of precaution. State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came.
I'm an Earth Directorate agent in pursuit of a wanted fugitive.
Well, that all sounds rather exciting, like something out of an Aetherwave serial, which I've watched only for official research purposes, of course. Most in the Protectorate don't know what the Earth Directorate is, you know. Suspect you've received a few blank stares if you've mentioned it afore. Anyhow, you travel freely. I'll forgo appealing to your sense of duty, as those outside the Protectorate lack such motivating principles. I presume you accept payment for services?
Assuming the payment's good and that I'd love to spend it.
Expect it's as dangerous a job as you make it. One as well-traveled as you appear might even accomplish it during the course of other adventures. The rewards are plentiful and handsome. Rare items, ingredients, cosmetics. Many such baubles fall into my hands, most useless to my research.
What is she about? Tell me more. Less words, the better.
During recent troubles, unsavory elements removed certain items from my old office. Among them, a series which took considerable time to assemble.
Sound kind of valuable. What precisely are they?
A form of manipulatory ideation disguised as popular entertainment, intended to sway the audience to their point of view, couched within just a crackingly exciting narrative. Tell me, are you familiar with Science Adventures Quarterly, featuring Commander Zane and Buddy and other sensationalistic space stories?
I know Commander Zane and Buddy. Science Adventures Quarterly, not so much.
It was a popular fiction periodical from not long ago. Each of its 10 volumes featured an exhilarating cover illustration depicting Zane and Buddy's thrilling exploits. Whether they faced automechanical industrialists or robber magnates from the Plutocrian kleptocracy, their tales remained invigorating thrill rides.
Wait, shouldn't we be hunting down who stole it?
Sources placed them briefly in the hands of Sub Rosa black marketeers. Yet who sold the materials to them or where they went afterward remains a mystery.
You said other materials were also stolen. What's so special about these ones?
The line represented a growth of the medium from the less sophisticated 2-bit dreadful, both in style and effectiveness. Its remarkable popularity not only mirrored a rise in public sentiment against greedy corporations and tyrannical governments across colonies. The brief window surrounding the volume's release saw a marked increase in skip drone requests for Earth Directorate aid. I believe there remains much to learn from them.
I still can't help thinking this is for your personal collection.
I'll admit Commander Zane and Buddy's exploits make for a sensational read. They saved Carnifeller's brain, for instance. Oh, and Mammon Incorporated, of course, too. So no, I am not immune to their considerable charms, but my interests in recovering them are strictly professional, I can assure you.
So Mammon is what the Bible calls the spirit of the love of money, basically. One cannot serve two masters, God and Mammon. Interesting choice of words. Fine, just so I get paid.
Quite right.
Speaking of Mammon.
Delightful. Once you have one of the 10 periodicals in hand, I will trade you for rarities and bits. Stay true.
Rarities and bits. She definitely likes her collectibles. Okay. Where are we as far as bus? Still have that one up there. Preston Cares is Niles. Healthy Improvement is Fine Keys. Purloined Propaganda is way over there. No, that's pressing. Where is... That one doesn't even show up on the map. Alrighty then. Off we go into the wild green yonder. Oh, this is a long way around.
Can't just shoot in the thin air.
Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in progress.
Look at these things drop. There was one. There's one. I thought there was one over here. Apparently not. So apparently Niles' skills have to be aimed specifically. Valerie, you almost got shot.
Oh, Jackson, don't! Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly! Help!
He's a corpse. It wasn't the fall that killed him, it was the sudden stop at the end.
Oh, law, I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall?
Yeah, I don't think so. Why would anyone attempt to jump like that in the first place?
He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allowed the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well, you see what happens.
This is Jackson. Too bad his business partner in Fairfield is going to be very upset.
Not nearly as upset as we are. We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new Protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears.
Scrambled her brain. You're not that high up.
I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder, it's just impossible to cognize.
If I were you, I'd be much more concerned with how you're climbing down.
There ain't no way off this platform besides jumping, and you've seen how that ends. But you being down there makes you uniquely qualified to help us. The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to... well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our two former cohorts.
So take the boots, bounce up the spire, grab the gadget, and bring it to you. And why should I go to the trouble of helping you?
What? It's your duty as a subject to...
No, Liza, remember, you're not Protectorate anymore. So, what have we talked about? A duty is only...
Discharged if the disbursement is dutifully deserving. Right. Sorry, I'm just a little flummoxed by being stranded up here.
So, bits, stranger. We'll give you bits if you get us down before we starve.
Alright, that's what I wanted to hear. How exactly do I get this done?
Poor Jackson wasn't raised in the Protectorate with a mind for science, and mistakenly thought the word thrusters meant he could fly. So he jumped the opposite way I told him. They're experimental. We'd not laid eyes on them before. But the data we found with them says they were actually designed to let people hop their way up the spire. If you activate the plasma thrusters when you're already airbound, they could give you a fair bit of extra boost. It should let you turn a quick hop into a surprisingly grand vault.
Alright, I'm on it.
Thank the Sovereign... thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life utterly absent of starvation.
Hail, Plasmatic Augmented Leap Enhancer. It's a fantastic invention that allows one to reach new heights. They are automatically equipped and allow you to jump a second time while already in the air. After jumping or falling, jump again to activate the thrusters. Warning, the Pale is ineffective while falling at critical velocities. Okay. And then... why does it want me to go down there? Final death for gravity. Find the drive overloader. Way up there. Oh, okay. How am I supposed to do that? Whoop. Too far. Says it's only 12 meters away. I call bullshit. How the hell? Damn it. Is there another way up there? There's this whole thing about raptidons being around here, and I haven't seen a single one. Okay. This puzzle is being rather obtuse. Ah. Seriously. Okay. Those potatoes? It's a potato farm? Locker. Okay. Got drones up here. That's interesting. All right. Up, up, and away, web.
Brachythecium rutabulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures.
Bandages and burn tinctures?
If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste.
Okay. Hey guys.
We've certainly found our way into a most harrowing circumstance, At least I'm glad I'm not alone.
I'm sorry about your friend Jackson. Losing a compatriot is never easy.
He hadn't been here terribly long, so we weren't particularly familiar. Like me, he was also former protectorate, but he was not raised in Fairfield, so we'd never met before. Still, he seemed like a friendly, kind sort, albeit a headstrong one. I'm sorry he's gone.
Try to keep calm. I'll be back later.
Do hurry. I've lost count of how many meals we've missed, but it is closer to many than a few, and we're starving.
See, if I'd had engineering, I wouldn't have had to grab that. Or I could have kept it for something else. Ew. It's going squish. Ew.
You're really something else, Strike.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
Which reminds me, I've been thinking of our deal. You should pay me extra. Keep from getting trapped in any other harvesters, will you?
I agree with Liza. I'm inclined to keep a few paces from farming equipment from now on. Here's your reward for evacuating us with all our parts intact. I perhaps ain't as awash in currency as I'd prefer, so you can have my helmet as well. It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest. But to be honest, I'd like a little distance from plants for a spell.
Let's see. Return to Huel with the schematics. Plus 10% weak spot damage. Binocular target finder. What is this? Evasion chance, combat sprint speed. That has better damage resistance. Triple barrel shotgun. Oh. I can't fix this, can I? Oh, here's where I could have climbed the cliff, apparently. That would have been a lot easier.
Fresh blood in the talent pool around here. I've been gone a while. How'd it go? Tell me you got good news.
Got the schematics, but your business partner, I'm afraid he didn't make it.
Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? This was supposed to be a guaranteed bestseller. Who in their right mind would... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... damn it! Never getting that promotion.
Thought you were all marketing geniuses who could sell anything. Good chance to prove it.
This was supposed to be my easy path to a promotion. Must be something I can do to salvage this. Tell me. Did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more well, easily marketable.
Me? No, nothing at all.
If I only had something, anything else to provide management, my sad, sorry fate might have been somehow averted. Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it all in one place. It's supposed to be categorically bad for commerce. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see you're taken care of. Till then, take care.
Well, that's done. All right. In pursuit of purloined propaganda. Region. That's way over there. We'll do that later.
Peddle your wares elsewhere.
Hey.
No. Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my two old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No, Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point. Especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milver Street, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs?
I'm not an idiot, so no.
Splendid, because I'm not interested in hiring any more idiots. I'm looking for people of tact and vision and perspicacity.
Perspicacity?
I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
Think we can trust this guy?
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips?
I'm trying to find someone here. Name of Augustine DeVries.
I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name amidst my perusal of the Protectorate domicile assignment records. The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure. But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share them with me, and we can brave them together.
Who says I desire anything? I'm just passing through.
Tisk, tisk. I appreciate your devotion to remaining mum, but I simply cannot work with a freelancer who I do not intimately understand.
That's too bad.
See? Return when you feel more forthcoming.
Now, where's the
That
records?
Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole is...
You're here early. I expected you'd be on the receiving end of Milver Street's bluster until close to the end of time. Happy that ain't the case, as I can make use of you. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, head of aggressive acquisitions
Babylon
and persons
Carr?
elimination on Paradise Island. Let no one say I can't be official when circumstances merit. Now, not to say I question the presence of a wayward sightseer in the midst of a war-torn waste, but it might be safer for us both if I knew your purpose.
Attack, shooting you, get it ready to die. I don't think I'm ready for this kind of honesty in a relationship.
Keen as I am on a dagger between the ribs, I ain't working with someone obfuscating their aims.
Then I guess we're not working
Come
together.
back when you're less inclined to emulate a back alley canid.
Dear Father, Mother, Guardian name, I regret to inform you that your son, daughter, child, employee rank, first name, last name, was killed in action at location on date. I know the sorrow that this message brings you, but no, soldier rank, last name, was a valuable Auntie's Choice asset, and that his, her, their contribution to the war effort on Eden will not be forgotten. Sincerely yours, Babylon Carr, Acquisitions Officer. Whoops. Available appropriated Protectorate lodgements. Augustine Veers. DeVries. House, red trim, circle windows. Skill points in, let's go engineering and lockpicking and perks. 9, apply. Jeez. Picky. Let's see, we went commando last time. Oh, you have to build these up. Auto mechanicals always drop some additional crafting materials. One to engineering. Oops. Apply. So now, theoretically, nope, doesn't tell me anything. Locate DeVries' house. Alright.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you. Being this close to DeVries feels like we're finally on track to set the universe aright. Anyway, need something, Commander?
I'd like to take advantage of your engineering
Always
skills.
happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Compact rounds used in pistols. Okay, and mag picks, extra holster. Consumables, armor mod. Nope. Weapon mod. Nope. Nope. Junk and old equipment. Junk. Break down all junk. There we go. What did that give us? The ability to make some more compact rounds. How many do we have? 384. Bypass shunt. Apparently I have 2 of these. Explosive grenades. Okay.
Injuries detected. Please seek medical assistance prior to loss of consciousness.
What?
How may this unit assist you, Commander?
As you were. I have like very little injuries. Okay, so up here somewhere there's a house with red trim and round windows, right?
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just taro excrement.
Warren L. Warren.
Auntie, you scared the living daylights out of me. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes. You know, you might be right. I'm reliably certain I did not want to find out. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another unfleshly manifestation.
Unfleshly manifestation.
Look, I know how it sounds, like I'm a few crabbles short of a herd, but just hear me out. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse, late. Figured it for Emily, but when I asked her about it, she didn't know what I was talking about. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished.
Could they be hiding in one of these houses? I think your manifestation is a common burglar.
Seems a mite unlikely, don't you think? No one in Fairfield's going hungry. Why steal when they could just purchase food at Auntie's fair market prices? Oh, it's definitely an extra-normal entity of some kind. Simplest explanation.
Have you investigated the houses nearby for clues?
I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you. And I ain't spied anything more exciting than a chair. But then, a being of pure information probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary. Too tiresome, would be my guess.
Sorry, did you say being of pure information?
Well, maybe. I still don't know all the particulars yet. But it's one theory.
I'll look around. I'll help, but only to prove nothing strange is happening here.
Certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene. Just be careful. Hate to see you disappeared like that foodstuffs.
What do we got? Compact rounds, which I have plenty of. I need long rounds, I think. Shotgun. Specialty tournament and black market weapons. Where's just regular long gun rounds? Okay, what do I have here? I have pistol rounds, rifle rounds. These are rifle rounds. Theoretically. Messages. Seller much use when I moved into the house. Center at war. Solve will not waver. I suspect the plane put the wrong code and locked myself out of the terminal. It happens the third time. I suspect I'll be recommended for mental refreshment. Vigilant. Yeah, this guy's hack 3 and a bypass shunt. This guy's a little mental. Apparently taking these things isn't stealing. Wonder why. Okay, poke around the houses. Let's see. Greenhouse is over here.
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept
This looks familiar.
Doing the work of at least 3 lackeys. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation.
I'm having deja vu in here.
Consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my time to be able to cater to the curious at the moment.
Looks like a lot of work. Is it just you in here?
I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So, I'm on my own here. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work?
I'm just curious what all this is for.
Quite the setup, ain't it? Before we took Fairfield, Auntie's Choice didn't have anything like this. Every kind of plant we've got was made to thrive in a chemical vat. But the Protectorate grows all their greens the old-fashioned way, with water and soil and actual fertilizer. I can't decide if it's adorably quaint or just plain daft. Then again, they all only have one job, so they have the time to indulge in all those sorts of archaic whimsies. Damn lucky Crabble copulators.
I was just passing around and thought passing through and thought I'd look around.
Well, I've got a lot left to do and not much time left to do it in, so you can show yourself out.
Sure. I'm seriously having deja vu in this place. I wonder if, was there one of these? There might have been a greenhouse like this in the first one. That might be what I'm remembering. Alright. Red trim? Okay, there's no information in here. Why would we have to open that? That's red trim. Rounded windows. Town hall records. That's the house. So where is everything? Steel bit cartridges.
Hey, nothing there.
Saw you coming this time.
Would pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled.
Copernicus doesn't? Why don't we start with introductions? I'm Commander Aloran.
I am Ethel Tinsley, chimeric scientist. I'm responsible for taming this delightful raptidon here. He will protect our fair town from his feral brethren in the wilds. Theoretically. Officer Carr has been in a state waiting for me to train the raptidons to, maul on command. It's rather pressing, and alas, one scientist-turned tamer can only do so much. One might say I'm perhaps a bit on edge. Folk here have grown weary, shall we say, with the war effort. And with avoiding Carr and the minister's would-be fisticuffs.
Oh, I'm well acquainted with Carr and Milver Street's antics.
If you two have spotted the chasm between them, I fear the Protectorate have already pinpointed the way with which to exploit it. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate leadership never behaved in such a manner.
And how would you know that?
Because I was Protectorate. Once. I defected to Andes the second I could. But that's not the point of this conversation. Not when our leaders cannot reach an accord. One wishes to woo Protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory with weaponry and technology. As for which approach is best, I wish I knew.
Let's talk about something else.
Very well. I ought to focus more on my work than on social tensions anyhow.
I'll be leaving. All right. When we come back next time, we'll start out talking to her. But it is time to wrap up for the night. Thank you, everybody, for being here, watching the show. Appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your day. And I will catch you on the next one. I may be doing some streaming in the morning and again in the afternoon. And then we definitely for sure have Mrs. Paladin playing Lies of P at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So we'll see. I've got some dental appointment tomorrow. Going to depend on how I feel after that as to whether or not I stream. So we'll see. All right. Love you all. Have a great rest of your night. Shalom.